was about 30, 40 people down there because it was a VIP lounge in the vault of the Wells Fargo Bank. Fabolous, get out of there.
In the block.
Quick. He hear Fat Joe say, yo, Wack, what is going on? Wack, what's happening?
Listen to this. The vibe in the club reportedly flipped instantly when Wack 100 squared up to Fabolous, because tension hits differently in a packed room. What started as a normal night with music thumping and bottles flying suddenly turned into a moment everyone on the block is talking about. And hold up, what made it explode even more? Fat Joe was reportedly standing right there the whole time. That alone cranked the weight of the situation up a notch.
Let me tell you what the world don't know. Had a face-to-face in Frisco, in the vault of a bank. And just when I thought nobody knew, because Fabolous ran his bitch ass up out of there. Guess what I gets into my phone? Footage.
The video.
You're not gonna tell me two people that people know what's going on and people's the problem, and you're in a room full of people. Anybody, it probably was about 30, 40 people down there because it was a VIP lounge in the vault.
Look, putting pressure on someone in private is one thing. Pressing them in a packed club, that's a whole different level. Clubs are ego battlegrounds. Cameras flash everywhere. Pride gets louder under those lights. When someone steps up in that setting, it sends a signal. The streets don't see it as small talk. They feel the energy as a statement. Wack 100, he's known for being blunt and upfront. When he moves in public, it rarely comes off by accident. His presence alone screams business. Fabolous, though, he rocks that smooth Brooklyn vibe. He's quiet, precise, calculated. That contrast, girl, it made that reported face-off feel heavy, even without shouting.
Of the Wells Fargo Bank. Fabolous, get out of there.
In the block.
Quick. He hear Fat Joe say, yo, Wack, what is going on? Wack, what's happening? They see Wack say, Fat Joe, this me you talking to. And walk up. Niggas get to getting out of there. 15, 20-minute conversation. I'm thinking we're in an intricate place. Fat Joe man tell a nigga with the camera, hey, kill that camera. It ain't on. I don't give a fuck. And actually it was on. I'm letting you know what you better not raise up. Somebody still had the footage. You want me to believe that all this going on with Lil Baby and this dude direct.
Word on the street is that words were exchanged sharply. Not reckless, but sharp enough for everyone nearby to catch it. And you know how that goes. Once people notice, whispers turn into rumors. Rumors? They explode into viral posts. Now add Fat Joe into the mix. Joe's respected, a bridge between different camps. Seeing him in the room while tension's rising, that alone sparks questions about loyalty and alliances. In hip-hop, who's standing where during a showdown matters. The street started reading every move. Who looked calm? Who flexed authority? Who stayed quiet? Silence in a public clash says more than most realize. Here's the kicker. No punches reportedly landed. It was pure energy. And energy, girl, it hits harder than action sometimes because it lets your mind fill in the gaps.
And I can't put Mano or Jim in last. They both had hard verses. Dave East's wordplay was crazy. The whole song is right. I'm in my order. Dave East, Fab, and then Jim and Mano. I can't say
Fab.
either one of their verses.
Fab,
Nobody's verse was whack.
Fab, Mano, Jim Jones, Dave East.
Davies, you crazy.
I mean, it was good, but
Crazy.
okay.
You hear what he was talking about?
No, it was hard, but
Man said, I really been to King Park.
Fabulous blew the whole fucking thing out of the water.
Nah, he just mentioned squatters.
And he said shit about his bitch getting pissed on.
Yeah, no, he did his shit. I f- with Fab. But I think Dave East a little more grittier.
If 50
a little more
doesn't,
grimier with it.
If I don't see an Instagram post going at Fabulous by the end of the day, then I'm gonna know 50's scared.
No, we got 50.
I don't think 50 wanted with Fab.
No, you're missing the point.
Until I see otherwise.
50. The G.
Clubs amplify everything. Bass shaking, crowd buzzing, and then someone moves in directly. That contrast, it makes the whole scene feel cinematic. Fabulous, he's built for smooth delivery, staying ice cold under pressure. If he kept his cool, that alone tells a story. If he fired back sharp, girl, that becomes the headline. Either way, people's perception runs wild. Wack 100, he doesn't back down. Pressing someone publicly fits his whole brand, standing firm, no excuses. Whether it was old comments, loyalty questions, or business beef, the public spotlight cranked the intensity up instantly. This wasn't some studio talk. It was live, in the moment, under the club lights. And tension like that, it spreads faster than smoke through the room.
Unit got to respond. G Unit has to respond.
But he can't just send Lloyd Banks out. And Lloyd Banks don't give a f. What, is he going to send Yayo at him? I mean, honestly.
50 Yayo murder.
So you think they should come out as a unified front?
They came out as a unified front. You motherfucker right. It'll be good for hip hop. Great for New York. It'll wake New York up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And guess what?
New York needs something.
Banks need to pop back up.
I don't think Banks with 50 like that anymore, does he?
He don't.
Yeah.
But we can't have Zesty Man doing it. You know, he got caught with the transgenders and everything.
Who's the Zesty Man?
Buck.
Oh yeah, but that been over. That been over for 20 years.
Yeah, but Buck will jump out the window and I'll go. You know, he does that.
Yeah, right. 50 has spent the last 25 years trying to destroy
He didn't
Buck's
crawl
life.
back a couple times.
Yeah, but it never worked out.
No, he's on the phone crying and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never forget when I go to the studio encore and this dude is in the game session. I'm like, what the fuck
What's
is
the
you
studio
doing?
encore?
Encore over here in Glendale. He was recording over there. Gang was doing, I want to say like maybe LAX, one of the albums. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? Because 50 had just got into it with him. He ran straight out here the game. I said, yeah, you a boy. Because you was over there making DJs.
As clips and posts of the incident spread, the chatter quickly shifted from what went down to why it went down. Because motives, they always matter in street-coded spaces. Some fans think the pressure came from old commentary. Others say it's tied to unresolved tension and affiliations. In hip-hop, affiliations shape how the streets see everything. Wack 100, he's never subtle when he feels something needs airing. That bluntness gets him respect and heat. Fabolous, on the other hand, built a reputation for rising above unnecessary noise. That difference, it makes things more layered. When someone who usually avoids drama gets pressed in public, it automatically feels intense. The contrast? Girl, it magnifies every second. Fat Joe's quiet presence turned into its own headline. Joe's long been respected for knowing street etiquette and industry politics. Instantly, the streets start reading him. Did he step in, watch silently, or let it play out? Public confrontations are layered like chess. It's not just two people, it's who's watching and how they move. Reactions become subtext, and subtext, that fuels endless speculation.
Yo, Wack.
What up, bro?
Real streamer. Hey, did you see what 50 said to Mano and them?
Them niggas over there squatting.
Hey. So you know what I was saying though? I said Mano gotta keep the same energy. Right?
Nah, he's a bitch.
He gotta keep the same energy. Because put it like this. When I was, first of all, I didn't even start joking on him. I was making a joke about Fabolous. He jumped in. He jumped in, and then when he jumped in,
he needs something to talk about, bro. Look, what does Mano have to talk about?
The energy reportedly stayed verbal, and that detail, it's huge. Verbal exchanges let both sides keep their dignity without spiraling into chaos, because chaos, that would have flipped the story entirely. Instead, tension stayed contained, but everyone felt it. Fans immediately started comparing this to other iconic club confrontations in hip-hop history. Clubs are like symbolic battlegrounds. When artists step out of the booth and into real time, authenticity gets tested. Wack pressing Fabolous there, that reads as calling for public accountability instead of private. Public accountability hits harder. Fabolous maintaining composure, if that's how it went down, just reinforces his ice-cold image. Staying unshakable under pressure, that earns respect. The streets honor confrontation handled without escalation. That restraint keeps it cultural, not reckless. Still, pride is fragile. It bruises even without fists. This moment shows how quickly nightlife turns into story fuel. One tense exchange becomes thousands of online debates in hours. Debate keeps the story alive, and alive stories, they build anticipation for the next move. As the days went on, focus shifted to the bigger picture, because moments like this often signal deeper tension bubbling under the surface. The surface. Wack 100 stepping in tells you this wasn't random. His rep is built on defending his position fiercely. Fabolous, he's known for smooth, steady consistency. When those energies collide in public, it becomes bigger than one conversation. It's about image, reputation, and street perception. The streets debated. Was this about loyalty alignment? Loyalty in hip-hop is tricky. Artists work across circles but keep old ties intact. If Wack felt a line got crossed, words, associations, whatever, pressing publicly sends a clear message. Fabolous standing firm without escalating, that sends a different signal. Confidence doesn't need volume. Fat Joe's presence? Still a major factor in the discussion. Joe embodies veteran wisdom. His role in that room, even quietly, carries symbolic weight. Symbolism drives narrative in hip-hop culture. Who stands? Who speaks? Who stays quiet? No violence keeps this in the realm of respect testing instead of feud explosion. Testing respect is part of street-coded rules. Pass it and you earn quiet acknowledgement. The internet blows everything up. Short clips and second-hand takes get exaggerated fast. Some posts called it heated. Others said controlled, serious. That uncertainty keeps curiosity alive. Curiosity drives attention. Attention drives the story. What's clear, public pressing changes perception fast. Even if both move on, the moment gets archived in culture memory. Club confrontations stick. They pop up later in debates on authenticity and standing. The streets never forget moments that test composure. And composure under flashing lights, it always speaks loud. When you put it all in perspective, this moment between Wack 100 and Fabolous wasn't about chaos. It was pure public energy, pride on full display under everyone's eyes. The streets don't judge respect by charts alone. They watch how tension is handled in real life. Wack stepping up publicly, that's bold. Fabolous keeping his cool, that's steady. Fat Joe being there signals layered politics. Combine all three, and suddenly this moment is bigger than a simple exchange. It didn't explode into violence. That restraint shows maturity. Maturity protects legacy. Still, happening in front of a crowd cranks up the impact. Crowds watch. Witnesses report. Stories evolved. This wasn't career-ending drama. It was an image test. Image tests keep hip-hop sharp. The streets respect tension handled verbally, controlled, precise. That balance protects reputations while letting pride speak. Whether this fades quietly or becomes a reference point in interviews depends on the next moves. For now, it's a reminder. Nightlife and industry politics collide unpredictably. Unpredictable collisions, they make viral moments. Viral moments shape perception for months. And in hip-hop, perception is serious currency. The club lights dim, the music stops, but stories like this, they keep circulating long after the night ends. If you stayed locked in for this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next story the streets won't let go.